Planning your first cruise? Avoid these 5 common mistakes, or your dream vacation might turn into a disaster. Trust me, you don't want to make these rookie errors. Mistake number 1, not understanding the itinerary properly. The first mistake is rushing through your cruise itinerary without truly understanding it. Some first-timers make the mistake of not properly reviewing the days at sea versus days in port. This leads to stress and disappointment when the ship's leaving a destination earlier than expected, or you miss an excursion. Why this matters? Cruises often have tight schedules, and missing an excursion can be a hassle, especially if you didn't fully understand the time zones or embarkation times. Always double-check when you'll be docked and when the ship departs to avoid missing out on the best parts of your trip. Mistake number 2, overpacking or underpacking. Packing too much or too little can cause unnecessary stress. First-time cruisers often overestimate what they'll need and end up with luggage that's impossible to manage. On the other hand, underpacking means not having the essentials, like formal wear for a dressed-up night or a swimsuit for the hot tub. Why this matters? Overpacking will weigh you down, especially with luggage restrictions and cabin storage space being limited. Underpacking leaves you scrambling for basics once you're on board. A good rule of thumb is to pack versatile clothing, enough swimwear, and some formal clothes for themed nights. Mistake number 3, not booking excursions in advance. Some passengers assume they can just book shore excursions when they get to port. Huge mistake. Popular excursions tend to sell out fast. If you wait, you'll miss out on some of the best experiences the cruise has to offer. Why this matters? Booking your excursions in advance ensures you don't miss out on popular trips like snorkeling, city tours, and cultural experiences. Plus, you often get a better deal if you book ahead rather than buying through the ship at the last minute. Mistake number 4, not ignoring the dress code. It's tempting to think you can just wear whatever you want, but almost every cruise has some form of dress code, especially for dining. First-timers often miss formal nights or forget about the cruise's casual or resort wear dress codes. Why this matters? If you ignore the dress code, you could end up feeling awkward or be turned away from a fancy dining room. Don't make the mistake of not packing appropriate clothes for every occasion, especially formal nights, themed dinners, and dressy events. Mistake number 5, not budgeting for extra costs. Sure, the cruise ticket looks like it covers everything, but it's just the beginning. First-time cruisers often forget about the extra costs like tips, alcohol, specialty restaurants, and excursions. These add up fast. Why this matters? Cruise lines often charge extra for specialty services and activities, such as spa treatments, shore excursions, and dining at fancy restaurants. It's crucial to factor these into your budget and have extra money set aside to enjoy all the perks the ship offers. Mistake number 6, not researching your cruise line. Each cruise line has its own vibe. Some cater to families, while others are all about luxury or adventure. Not researching which cruise line fits your needs can leave you feeling unsatisfied or bored. Why this matters? If you're expecting a relaxing luxury experience and book a party-heavy cruise, you'll be disappointed. Research cruise lines to ensure that the vibe, activities, and entertainment match your preferences. Mistake number 7, underestimating seasickness. First-time cruisers often think they'll be fine on the water and don't take seasickness seriously. If you're prone to motion sickness, it's better to be prepared with medication, acupressure bands, or even natural remedies. Why this matters? Nothing ruins a cruise faster than feeling sick every time the ship moves. Prevention is key. Talk to your doctor before the cruise and always carry motion sickness remedies, even if you're unsure whether you'll need them. Mistake number 8, forgetting the essential documents. This might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many first-timers forget important documents like their passport, travel insurance, or cruise tickets. Leaving these behind could result in denied boarding or delays. Why this matters? Cruise lines are strict about documentation, and without it, you won't get on the ship. Always double-check that you've packed everything you need and keep your documents in a safe but accessible place.
Mistake number 9, not checking the weather forecast. This one is huge. Some first-time cruisers don't bother checking the weather for their ports of call and end up missing out on excursions or finding themselves stuck in the rain. Why this matters? Being unprepared for weather conditions, especially in tropical or unpredictable climates, can put a serious damper on your plans. Make sure to check the weather ahead of time and always pack accordingly with sunscreen, a hat, and light rain gear just in case. Mistake number 10, not taking advantage of the ship's activities. There are a ton of activities and events on board, but first-timers sometimes get caught up in the ports and excursions, overlooking the fun stuff available on the ship. Whether it's trivia nights, shows, cooking classes, or fitness sessions, there's more to a cruise than just the destinations. Why this matters? Missing out on onboard activities means missing out